Yeah. Yo, what up,
Glitch
man?
in the system.
Yeah, in the booth. It's your boy Messenja.
CantonJones.
Ramona Jones.
Man, say your name.
Batman.
Batman in the building. Yeah.
AKA Prince, AKA Pharaoh, AKA Francis,
Phillip Boy.
Phillip Boy. Yeah, all five of them right here, baby.
Hey, we gotta bring back Quartet Tuesday, boy.
Quartet Tuesday.
Like when my mama used to start singing, they do the Kojic pack. Like everybody always do that.
It's a pocket. Like, it's almost like a snare pocket. It's a pocket right there.
I am running for my life. I am running for my life. I am running for my life. I am running. If anybody asks you what's the matter with me, what you gonna tell them now? Tell them I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled and fire baptized. I got Jesus.
I'm just trying to figure out the I'm running part.
I'm running for it got
Running what?
some slave roots.
Yeah,
like you running from master.
Running for my life.
Okay.
Yeah, that's real.
I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm running for my life.
Go down by the river. Let's go down.
All right.
By the river.
Thank you for educating us on.
Meet me down.
Okay.
Yeah, they telling each other that we finna. That's the meeting place.
I'm not going to get into why we still singing new songs.
Man, we used to sing it every Sunday.
Still?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Dakota Church.
Oh my gosh.
Sing it.
Well, thank you guys for joining us in the booth today.
Slavery, all in.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the show on YouTube, Facebook, and all podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts.
And if you would like to subscribe or advertise with the show, then hit us up in the booth, pod@gmail.com.
You checking the email, bro?
Oh my goodness.
Bro, I'm just saying.
Bruh.
Make sure you check the email.
You want to hold my phone?
You just erased the email?
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. We got all type of sponsorship, all type of people trying to hit us.
But
You won't
somebody
answer
did
phone.
hit us up on.
Somebody tried to get us $1 million to sponsor the show.
No,
You won't
somebody did hit us
nobody
up on the actual
Somebody get a gig
at Spotify. J Koya 13 did say, I miss y'all. I didn't get notification on YouTube, but I will. I always enjoy y'all. I'm glad y'all are back.
Hey, man, we
Thank
glad
you.
we back too.
Yeah.
We glad we back too. And just to talk about some other things, now we had an amazing conference that's coming up.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing conference happens this week.
This week.
Yes, we have Kingdom Generation Conference. That's going to happen in a few days. Hey, if you just not getting your seat, you late, but you good. So go ahead and get your seat and go and get in phase with us and meet us down at the event center over on Stonecrest on the east side of Atlanta. So make sure you go. It's me, my brother Kent Jones, my brother Ollie Rich, boy T Hattie. We'll be in the building, and we will be hitting on Kingdom Identity this year. It's going to be powerful.
Yeah.
It's going to be impactful. You do not want to miss it. Man, what can I say?
Yeah.
I mean, the Kingdom Generation Conference has been amazing the past 2 years, and now we are in our third year. And
Yeah.
this year's gonna be amazing. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
You gonna have food?
Where else snacks for you? Where else?
Okay, I can do snacks. I can do snacks.
Hold
Snacks.
you over, yeah. Hold you over. You know, because if y'all eat, Joe can fall asleep.
It's over, yeah.
Don't put no food in nobody's. The Kingdom. So about that knocked out. Nah, ain't finna put no food in your belly. No.
Oh, how y'all doing on that vegan?
Pretty good. No, we've been
Funny
doing good.
that you ask.
No, we've been doing good.
We've been doing all right. And I want to kind of stick with it, and so I think I might bring back eggs, and just don't do meat. No meat. One of the things that kind of hurt my feelings finding out that how processed certain
Impossible
foods
meat.
are
Well, yes.
that we call vegan.
Yes.
And it's like, man, I might as well eat the regular
Real
food
thing, yeah.
based off of all the chemicals that's in this. So, you know, but I just wanted to kind of do something different. But I'm researching something. That's why the Kingdom Conference is going to be so dope, because of the things that I'm researching. And one of the things that I got this little experiment working in my mind. If I put like a slab of beef on the counter, a slab of pork on the counter, an apple on the counter, then seeds on the counter, and then a cup of water on the counter. And if I come back in 1 year, that beef is going to be molded and nasty and maggoty.
Maggoty.
The pork is going to be the same. The apple's going to be rotten. But the seeds are going to be the same. And the water's going to be the same.
Yep.
And so I'm learning about living water.
Yeah.
You know, that eternal life is in water. And so it's like, oh my God, like it's right there.
Yeah.
But you don't really realize it. That
It's a what is it? It's a parallel to the idea of everlasting life.
right,
Yeah.
right. And the truth about it is, the thing that wasn't created, God was there, the Holy Spirit was there, water was there. And so the idea of everlasting life, the answer is in the water. Like the more water you consume, because the only way you can eat meat is something has to die.
Yeah.
All right, to eat meat, something has to die. To eat an apple, it has to be cut from its source, so it lives longer. But it's really still dead.
Yeah.
Seed is still alive. Water is still alive. You can consume water,
Yeah.
and it never dies. It never dies in you. So I'm like, what are you saying? Like, God is just giving me this. So I'm like, what are you saying? And I just been having this thing with water, just this journey of learning about water cells. If you play music and how water vibrates, it makes a pattern.
Yeah.
That pattern, that same reaction is in your body.
Yeah.
And how you can speak to water, and water is alive, it can hear you, which is like your cells.
Yeah.
You know, your cells can hear you. And so power, life, and death is in the tongue. You can speak over the body. And so I am having this journey right now. Like, I don't know all of what God is doing, but he has me, like, I'm very, I got this big question mark about stuff that doesn't die. And it's like, man, water doesn't die. No matter what you do to it, it can't die, you know? And it's like, wow, seeds don't die.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we moved. Mona packed up some seeds 4 years ago, one of the houses that we had.
And forgot.
And forgot it in this drawer. And we found it the other day, and it still looks the same.
Yeah.
So seeds that can sit for 4 years. So I'm not saying that I'm getting ready to be a person that just eat seeds and water.
Yeah.
But I am realizing what promotes maximum life.
Right.
Yeah.
Fish is good too. I mean, I decided to be a Presbyterian. Did I say it
A
right?
Presbyterian, okay. What church you gonna go to?
I'm trying to say the word.
Pescatarian.
I'm trying to be all-
Say go to Presbyterian. But
That's
y'all
right there
gonna
with
be-
Lutheran, ain't it?
But for real though, when I had that, y'all remember when I was in the hospital right across the street at Piedmont with that.
That last time we had the Memorial Day, when they was racing in the.
Yes.
Remember all y'all was racing?
Yes. So
And
I was
Priest
on-
threw up.
For 30 days, I drank water and fish.
and he was sick,
when I was
too.
with Rosalind.
Yeah.
And I promise you, it cleared everything. I mean, everything about me. My eyes, it cleared my skin.
Yeah, water.
Just water and fish. Just drinking water and fish. I mean, because, you know, fish got that omega-3,
Omega-3,
yes,
yeah.
all of that.
Fatty acids.
So God had been training me.
But
and telling
water,
me
but
that water is the
fish
most
is
powerful-
soaked in water. Like it's in
Yes.
water all the time. So, and like I said, I don't know where this journey is gonna take me. But I'm like, you know,
You gain your strength. You gain. I mean, everything.
I just want.
If you're trying to live your, if
It
you're
says
trying
the
to live
living
a long
water, so
life,
yeah.
Living water.
Living water.
What God
yes.
been dealing with me on is that he creates provision for revelation inside of his creation. God revealed, because the creation comes from his mind.
Right.
So whatever idea from his mind, and as far as his protocol, he also puts it in creation. So if God does things just as an eternal God in a seed format, that's why he created a seed.
Right.
So he can reveal himself. You can look at that seed and see how I do things.
Right.
So you don't just create seeds and be like, okay, that's just something that's just going to grow. It's like, no, this came from my mind and this is how I function. I start small and go big. I said, let me create something that starts small and go big, so when you see it, you can understand me.
Right.
So if you look at God's creation, you can see the mind of God.
Right.
That's why
And there's always a seed.
Yeah.
There's when the seed bears fruit, there's more seed in the fruit.
Yeah.
And even if the fruit, there's another thing I realized. Even if the fruit goes rotten, the seed is still in there and it's still living.
Yeah.
It's like, how in the world can you have a dead fruit with living seeds on it? Only God can be that brilliant. That any time the fruit can be dead for years, and I could take the seed and plant a tree.
Which means you always have a
But the thing is,
Anyway.
if seeds couldn't die, we would have never made it past the garden.
Right.
Because the reason why we still have fruit is because the seeds never die.
Never die.
Even though
that's
fruit.
good. I
Come
never
on.
thought about that.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good there, Bishop.
Yeah.
Then that mean you got to drink more water.
Yeah. I mean, he's preparing you for everlasting.
You got the igloo? You got the coach's igloo?
Yeah, I know what it is, baby. Hey, yeah.
We don't want to do
You know what it is. Hey,
The little simple
I hear
things
that ice.
that God has placed in our lives, we don't want to because it don't taste right.
Right.
Everybody wants to have sugar or some type of fruit type,
Or meat.
in their water and all stuff like that. But I mean, a mixture with me would be vegetables, like the cucumbers and the lime and the lemons in your water, and that takes care of a lot. Yeah.
How old are you, Batman?
53.
53.
53.
53 years young.
53.
You don't.
That's what I'm saying, because
Because of the water.
doing exactly what God's told me to do. I mean, age is nothing but a number.
Hey, ain't that a song?
I feel like I'm
R. Kelly?
18 years
No,
old.
not R.
Is
Kelly.
that okay?
No, it's Leah.
Who's that?
It's Aaliyah.
18
But she
years
was talking
old.
about our.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm 18 years old because,
That's right.
like I said, I do what God tells me. That's why I be trying to tell these young people and try to tell everybody else. I know I don't look my age, and when I tell everybody, they be like, "What? What are you doing?" It is all about taking care of your body, drinking plenty of water, plenty of.
And what
water.
I understood doing this vegan thing that we're
And
doing
doing the
is
vegan,
that
that's fine.
there's a certain sacrifice that you have to do. Like, of course, all y'all know I love pizza, I love cheese, whatever.
Yeah.
But in these, we've been doing this 15 days.
Yeah.
I just realized God wants to see am I willing to sacrifice the thing that I love the most.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And so-
and chicken, sacrifice chicken. Man, I watched that movie with Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah. Clone Tyrone.
They cloned Tyrone,
Oh.
and they had this scene about chicken. I don't want to give it away, but the next couple of days, bro, I've never seen the Popeyes line so bare. I've never seen.
You think that's because of the movie?
Yes. Now he's like, look at his
Did you
face.
see it?
See,
You need to see it. You need to
Yeah,
see it.
no, I'm trying to figure out what's.
Don't
It
watch
just-
it late at night. You
It's
fall
just
asleep.
It's just a little scene about chicken, and it was like, but it makes you think. It makes you think, and it's like, next couple of days, the doggone
During
Popeyes
lunch?
line was like, yeah, it's like 12, 1 o'clock. Nobody in Popeyes, bro. And I was like,
That Popeyes in my house, bro. They stay jumping and nobody. They ain't never got everything, bro.
Never.
But that's on purpose.
That's on purpose.
That's to keep you frustrated. That's to
mad.
keep the neighborhood frustrated.
Yeah.
Well, that's on purpose. a place as lucrative as Popeyes. Popeyes is jumping more than Chick-fil-A, but yet Chick-fil-A give you more than enough condiments. You know, they give you more than enough. You get a doggone. I asked for ketchup. They give you like 4 or 5 packets. Yeah. Ketchup for one little thing.
Yeah.
You know, they give you a ketchup packet for each fry.
For each fry.
But you go to doggone Popeyes.
They ain't got none at all.
They ain't got none, or you got to give them 25 cents.
We ain't got
for an extra.
Man,
I was like, come on, bro.
They got some doggone tenders. We get a ranch. We ain't got no ranch. We get barbecue sauce. We got barbecue sauce. We got honey mustard. We ain't got honey mustard. We got the spicy honey mustard. I'm like, bro, come on.
No, I could do better than that. The thing that people go for, other than the chicken, the red beans and rice, it's all frozen. Why is it frozen? What it cook it?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what helped me with my discipline on this vegan thing that we're doing it for a month. But like I said, I want to continue it and I'm gonna add eggs. We went to Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out to the GN Conference, Gospel Industry Network. How being ever, the worst Popeyes in the history of Popeyes, bro.
Oh, you texted me about that.
Yes,
including the ones overseas, if there be any.
Yes.
The Popeye, because we had our kids with us, so we was like, we're gonna, get some chicken, bro. The chicken was horrible. The beans were frozen, and all of the drinks, it's like
had no carbonation. Or sugar.
They taste like diet. Like the whole machine tastes like diet.
So they ran out. That's what
of everything. No tenders. No nothing.
Yes. Man.
After you pay for it. Wow. Oh, we ain't got that. Then why you?
But at least they
and all
they
that
don't put it in the bag and they let you just drive home.
But still, the chicken was horrible. It was burnt. It was overcooked. It was horrible, bro. Everything about it was horrible, including the drinks. I was like, man, this is a perfect setup. If you're going on a fast from chicken, go to the one in Norfolk right before you fast, and you're not gonna miss chicken. They made it easy for me to fast from chicken, cause that junk right there was horrible, bro. I was like, man, bro, Popeyes done fell off.
Y'all messed this up.
How you gonna mess up? And all you doing is making chicken
all day.
Yeah,
that's all you do all day.
Well,
bro, it's all good. All right, let's move on, man.
Well, before we do that, I just want to talk about the Love Conference. We're having the Love and Relationships Conference on September 29th, and that's a Friday, and that's at night. So if you guys I know we get so many emails. We have people that pull us to the side, like, how do y'all do this? How do you keep it together? Do this ministry thing and this music thing, and how do you do it? So this is the place where you come, and this is the place where you arrive, and
right.
you.
At the couples, this is the place where you come.
Right.
Yeah.
You come. Well, you arrive and you ask all the questions that you have been wanting to ask. We are talking about everything, whether you are married or single. So don't feel like I'm not married. Just come out and as a single, and if you have questions, you may be able to help other singles. I know Mr. Batman's going to come and share his testimonies as well.
Here it is now.
Yeah, we do.
It's going to be too raw.
It's going to be raw.
Batman
All right.
Too fresh off the grill.
In the privacy of himself by himself.
Okay. Well, make sure you guys come. That's
Batman.
September 29th on a Friday.
Hey, you be having on the Batman outfit?
Stop it.
With the cape on.
Oh, you are tripping.
You be having the cape on in the privacy of yourself.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
That man be playing the Dark Knight in there, bro. You got the Dark Knight in there. In the privacy.
Can you stop laughing?
I'm myself by myself. The Batman.
With the outfit.
Got the cape on.
Oh, Lord help me.
And what are we talking about today? Can you please move on? Please.
With no bottoms on, right?
Just the cape.
Can you please move on? What are we talking about today? Please.
He got the pool with the case. No belt, just a belt.
Really?
They got the belt.
This is what you just have to just wait till they're
the little
done.
drawers part. They got the belt with all the tools on it.
Oh my gosh.
They got the tools on the
You're
belt.
crying. Can you stop?
All the gadgets.
Are we supposed to be professional?
No, man.
Not these two, no. What are we talking about today? Wipe your tears away, please.
But look, we've been doing this for 20 years.
I understand.
20 years.
Oh man.
Don't. Yeah. You get in there. It's gonna be your turn to pick up people.
Oh man.
Just have fun.
Yeah. Enjoy life.
Yeah, y'all.
All right, man. Today we are
You
talking.
you got a brother.
Yeah.
Older brother.
The older brother. Bro.
Yeah, you
So
53.
I
Yeah.
can teach y'all some things. So.
You can teach us something.
Please move on. Please move on. Please move on.
Yeah, you showed up talking about the
World.
Yeah. All right, man. We ain't talking about.
I want to hear what
No, let him. Please let him. Please.
I want to hear what this dude got to say.
Okay.
Neyo.
Okay, yeah. So Neyo
Oh my God.
kind of went viral a little bit this past week or so. He was in an interview, was asked about, I guess some, situations with young people having the authority or right or whatever to change, their sex or whatnot. And he was asked in an interview, how does he feel? And he responded how he felt after he was asked. He didn't come out and just start
Right.
talking. He was asked a question. He gave his opinion. His opinion stirred up the LGBTQ A plus community minus subtraction.
Yeah, we got it.
Community. And he went to apologize, but kind of really didn't apologize. He just had to clear the air. So this was him and his response to the community.
My loved ones, this is Neyo. All right, listen. I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question, and I answered the damn question, okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. I will never be okay with that. I don't care. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neyo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless. So, with that being said, y'all have a good day.
Okay, I won't can I say something?
Yeah,
Let me say
you
something
start.
first. First of all, I do understand exactly where he's coming from. You gotta be neutral. You gotta be, I would say,
You got
gotta
kids,
be
Batman?
balanced. You have to keep a balance.
You got kids, Batman?
What's that?
You got kids?
Oh no.
Make sure
Think
you're
about
talking to the mic, bro.
You have to think about it.
I mean, yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I understand exactly where he's coming from, but there, like I always say, there's a balance. Now, basically, if he's not coming from where, what's the celebrity? I can't think of their name. You know, the couple that allow their son.
Oh, Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Wade.
I don't know if he's speaking on that perspective, but I can understand where he's coming from. So that's why I always say, study your kids, you know, everybody in your kids, everybody's gonna be different. Everybody's not gonna look like you or act like you, you know. And then you gotta understand, when you're not with your kids are around kids, you know, in school and everything. So
do you agree with him? Or no?
It's kind of like like I said, it's kind of like a neutral thing. It's kind of like.
Well, how's it neutral? Because he's saying he doesn't feel a kid should be able to decide if they're a girl or a boy.
He's just trying to protect his opinion.
Well,
right.
I'm allowed to have an
The
opinion.
thing it is.
Wait.
If my daughter or my son comes up to me, if I have kids, and they be like, "Hey, I feel like I'm, you know,
Gay.
or I feel like I'm in the wrong body," because to be honest with you, I'm just gonna be real.
Okay.
My dad and my dad used to call me a sissy coming up. When I was 5 years old, I was sitting Indian style, and this is in my book as well. I was sitting Indian style on the floor drawing, and I remember as a little kid, I remember my mom and dad, they standing at the door, they talking and arguing. My dad looking down at me. Mirror, why is he always down there drawing and stuff like that? Why can't he go outside? He gonna grow up to be a little sissy. I don't know what that was, but as a little kid, it's kind of like started affecting me, but I never said this to my mom or my dad. As I got older, I asked my teacher, and I was in the 2nd grade, what is a sissy? And my teacher had to tell me what a sissy was and stuff like that. And so I said, well, my dad said I'm gonna grow up to be a little sissy, and I don't understand. And then a neighbor used to tell me, you're gonna grow up, and the guy's gonna take you and everything. And y'all, I kid you not, it was because I looked like a girl because I had a lot of long hair. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on, you know.
But you always thought you were a boy. There was no time when you were like, well, maybe I am a girl.
Well, that was a time when I got older, because of you know, everybody's, you know, was assuming that I was a girl because I looked like a girl with long hair. I started to feel like, well, maybe I am. And then, but I was like, why do I feel this way?
Let me say something, and then I want you to address the Neyo thing. You're about to have an identity conference. Mm-hmm. It's Kingdom Identity. The identity of a child is defined by the parents.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not the teacher, not the school, mm-hmm. Not the friends.
Right.
The definition comes from, so the seed of the idea of being a sissy mm-hmm. came from your dad. That is the first time where the seed, words are seed, power, life, and death in the tongue. The first time the idea of it was planted in your spirit was from your father. All right? Now, and then it has been a tussle with it ever since, because you received it. You had to receive it because, you know, that was your father.
But guess what? Down the line,
mm-hmm.
my mama, when I got older, when I got into, like, I was in my 20s, my mama finally came out and told me the reason why my daddy was acting the way he was. Even though she's not here to tell it, but, you know, I said, I'm going to tell it. So my mama, she had told me my dad was like that toward me because he didn't like my cousin. And the fact that my dad hung around drag queens, you know.
Really?
Yes. They used to come over to the house. She said they used to come over to the house. Where's B at? Where's B at? And my mom, they would disrespect my mom. And I'm like, so
your dad was gay?
With me?
Your dad was gay?
Hold on. So I'm like,
you can't tell the whole story, bro. You got to move on with it.
Yeah. Like, but I asked her, I said, well, what does that have to do with me? And I just began to think, well, maybe my daddy saw something in me, or my daddy probably planted something, and he's regretting that he planted something and not telling the truth. Mm-hmm. So when he realized, okay, his son is acting the way he done, you know, spilled out and everything, maybe he's feeling guilty. But when she told me that that's what happened, I never till this day asked my dad, did you hang around, you know, my dad, are you bisexual or are you gay? We know which one. I never questioned my dad till this day. My dad is still living. My mama's gone. So it's still it's still in my spirit to question my dad about that, but I'm not going to hold that against him. But I know that he put it out there. He spoke those words, so maybe the words are eating him up for what he said.
I think you should. I mean, as bold as you are, I think you should have a conversation with your dad.
Yeah.
But I love my dad. He, we talk every now and then, stuff like that. But that would never.
Are you willing to have that conversation with him?
No, because I've forgiven him.
Well, I'm saying the conversation of identity. Like you forgave him for the hurt, but if you're still struggling with the identity part, of who you are.
I struggle, even like I'm gonna say present. Even when people, being a Christian, being a man of God, with the struggles that I have on the inside because of years and trying to please man, trying to act like man. When I got say, oh, you can't look like this, you can't act like this. But I'm sitting here saying, I'm a man of God, I'm a true man of God. I have the Holy Ghost, I'm filled with the Holy Ghost. I'm gonna tell you who really inspired me, Bobby Jones. Mm-hmm. That man, I was supposed to actually be in his choir in Tennessee, but I moved to Texas at the time.
Uncle Bobby
Jones, yes. And then, my mama was part of his thing and everything. When she passed away, he finally, because I was wondering, is he going to come to the funeral and everything? But they said that he sent flowers and everything, to the ministry.
She was in his choir?
Yeah, that's in my flashback video where I talk about my mom and show the picture with her and Bobby Jones and together, yes. No, she wasn't in choir. She helped him, in the community and stuff. But he's an inspiration to me because this man is real.
So tell me this, on the Neyo thing. When Neyo says he has an opinion, he doesn't agree that you should take or decide for a child their sexual orientation, and start giving a kid hormone pills and start doing all of that without them growing up with the opportunity to choose.
I would say this. I would accept the way God has made, because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm accepting the way God has made me. What if I feel like I'm a female trapped in a man's body or a boy body? There's been many times that I felt that way. But I'm saying, well, God, you made me a man, so I have to try to be as much man as possible. Yeah. Because if you really wanted me to be a girl, then I would come out being a girl.
Exactly.
Right.
But the fact that
because God is not a God of confusion,
ways, but I'm looking like a boy, then I have to act that way. Well, I have to be as much as trying to be a boy as much as possible, because you got to look at it. If we're gonna talk about this, let's look about the down low people, the ones that are single, the ones that are married but still living a double life.
So this is the thing that has to happen in this culture. The most of the Christians that subscribe to being a Christian and is LGBTQ, their premise, or I want to say, one of the things that helped them settle into that lifestyle is blaming or saying he has fault. He has fault. I know a pastor that's on the down low. I know, and when you see Jesus and when you see God, you're gonna have to see God for yourself. Right. All right, and you can't blame this pastor that you know what I'm saying. Right. And a lot of times people are saying, I can do this because pastor is down low, or he's
and that whole choir, men's
that is not something that has to do with you. It's like, and so a lot of times we're gonna make this basic. This is how I live my life. I'm gonna tell everybody how I live my life. If I have an opinion, and then I find out that God's opinion is different than mine, I change my opinion. I try to change my culture to line up with what God is saying. And even if I continue in the behavior that is not approved by God, I identify my behavior as being wrong and God being right.
You can't be mad at your kids if your kids...
Wait, let me finish. I am not trying to change God's opinion.
Right.
All right? If I'm doing something and I know God is not pleased with it, then I realize that I am wrong, and Lord help me, and thank you for your grace and mercy, but I'm still wrong. I am not saying that I am right, and he is wrong. Right. And so that is the whole thing. I let God's truth be truth. And now if I got issues, if I got things that I'm dealing with, if I got behavioral issues, if I got a temper problem, because it's more than LGBTQ, right. And God has his standard of male, female, be fruitful and multiply. That's the only way you can be fruitful and multiply, and that's the will of God. So therefore, okay, but if I'm wrong, if I'm a Christian, if I'm a kingdom citizen, and I realize God thinks one way, I try my best to change what I am doing. Even if I don't achieve it, I never come to the point to say, God, you are wrong.
Right.
And that is the major problem here. Everybody's got issues, People who murder people, later on they probably say, man, I was wrong. Y'all caught me, I was wrong. I'm going to jail because I killed somebody. Right. All right? People do things, but then they understand. Now, there are people that kill people that feel like, man, it was in self-defense, so I had a right to do that. I was right. You see what I'm saying? I am saying when you find out what God is saying as a Christian. Now, as a non-believer, you can do whatever you want.
So you got the Christians that say, God made me this way. How do you approach them?
Okay, if you're reading the word that I read, then God is not going to make that type of mistake. He only made two of them, male, female. He doesn't make mistakes. So you said at 5 years old that your dad called you a sissy.
Because I was in the house.
Because you were in the house, because you was doing something. But what did he say about you at 1? What did he say about you at 2? What did he say about you at 3? What did he say about right? So what I'm saying is your identity changed when you came into an understanding of what he was saying. But before that, you thought you was a boy. You see what I'm saying? You didn't struggle with, and you only thought you was a boy because you went to the bathroom and used the restroom. But look, all of this sexuality has something to do with where you put your thing. Right. It ain't really based off how you act. You can act how you want to. It's sexuality has to do with sex, so not behavior.
But, and then at the same time, you cannot be mad at your kids because. If you get mad at your kids, what they're gonna do is go to a stranger, and a stranger is gonna inform them or give them wisdom and knowledge of what they went through or what they know, the knowledge that they know.
Sometimes, not mine. No.
Right.
Not mine. Right. You know why? Because I had these conversations with them.
And we keep reinforcing the truth.
I was like, look.
Because everybody, right.
This is what I tell them. You want to be real. I was like, it's a lot of holes on the human body. But only one of them produce babies.
Right.
There's a lot of holes. There's holes everywhere on the human body.
Right.
But you can only get a baby from one of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you're doing the right
thing. So you can put your thing in any hole.
But see, you're doing the right thing because yes.
So
training them right.
So to talk about what you were saying, everybody can through the word of God. But what I'm saying to you is, so if any other adult or any teacher or any student comes and talk to them, my words hit them first. Right. You know why you're having a struggle? Because your daddy words hit you first.
Yeah. And not only that, is that his words never cleaned that up.
Right. That's why I say you should go back and talk to him.
That's the declaration over your life.
Because that's your daddy. That's your DNA.
Well, see, from what my mama has told me, now I know. But it's not for me to go back to him and that's why I love him.
You're not judging.
Well, I know it's for me to go back and correct everything because the very first thing I'm going to say is like, Dad, so you have lied to me all this time. Dad, are you bisexual? Are you just gay? Why did you have these feminine or these drag queens come to your house looking for you and making Mom mad and upset?
That's real talk. You should have those
and here's why. Here's why you should have that comment.
Like he put that curse on me, and I felt like that my dad was looking at himself when he saw me coming up because my dad wasn't being truthful to me.
Wow, that's good.
So what I'm saying is, if my dad was gay, and then you got your son coming out being gay, but now you just be real and say, hey son, I was like that. That should be with any parents. What we all experience, what we come through. If I have kids, I'm gonna be honest with my kid. Hey, I used to be gay, or I got this herb. I'm just gonna be straight up.
Be right.
So just in case before somebody else, gets to them, I'm gonna get to them first because they at least they would know, exactly. That's why I said, God, okay, is it meant for me to have kids? And I used to be scared of men all this time because, like I said, the bullying and everything. But since I've been at Free Life, I mean, I'm not scared of nobody now, because
we love you.
It's taught me something, because I think God had me to come to Free Life so y'all can get used to me for whatever you have been praying for. And then God had me come here to get used to you all who I've been bullied and, I would say judged, tortured, beaten, all that stuff.
And see, I'm heterosexual. I went to Morehouse though. It was a lot of homosexuals there.
I just consider myself as a single person,
I mean, no, you heterosexual or homosexual. That is where you put your thing. That's.
I just say I'm a single.
You single?
Heterosexual that choose not to have a relationship based on what I have experienced through life. So I don't.
Do you want to keep it that way though? That's what we're trying to get to.
And it's the will of God for you to have a woman. It's
as a single choice so I can stay out of trouble, or
so you
that's good.
To love God, because I feel like I've been called.
Man, there's some good women up here in Free Life.
And they've been eyeing you.
I know my type.
They ain't in Free Life?
Nope.
but Batman.
Well,
either way.
There it is.
But look. That's good. You know who you like. But what I want to say is, the pressure of the power of life and death is in the tongue. It's in what you say. So if you start calling forth your wife, I believe that you'll meet somebody that.
But the one that you really like, because I have really been trying. But the ones that you like, they the ones that be judging you and looking at you on your outward appearance.
Well, maybe.
I know I've taken them out. I've done it. Now some people.
Hey, here we go. We're about to start it right now. We're about to get Batman married. We need some. You know what I'm saying? He a real man. You know what I'm saying? He got a little swag. He like to dress like a bat.
I like a mature woman. She's really God fearing. That really loves God. So it won't be no conflict, when it comes. Just like you and Apostle Ramona. I mean, y'all are prime example for a couple. Y'all are real.
Thank you.
That's why I like coming around here. That's why God put me, sent me, y'all's way to this ministry.
She beat me though.
Okay.
She does beat me.
All right.
But you all are a prime example of, and I've seen that.
Help.
And like I said, years ago when you performed at this conference in downtown Atlanta at the Marriott Marquis. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember. With Matt Pitt.
That's why I first saw you, but you didn't know me at the time. Then when I saw you on TV, I didn't know you went to Creflo Dollar's church.
I did.
I saw you and he was interviewing you because you geared to start your ministry. I was like, I gotta go there.
Free Life.
Gotta go there. And then, from there, I waited for about a year or so before I came.
So, bro, what do you think about the Neyo thing?
I think what he was addressing wasn't really thoughts that a child have or anything like that. I think it was the right to protect his own opinion about the issue. He had an opinion.
No, but he did reiterate his opinion too.
Yeah. But what his apology was, I'm not apologizing for how you feel. I have a right to have an opinion. Like, you have your own opinion. Your opinion can't be greater than mine. You can't create a different reality and then expect me to walk in your reality.
Right.
This week I saw a viral video of a girl going off. She cussing everything, but it was good. The substance was good because she was talking about, look, I am a real woman. She was responding to a trans a man,
Right.
that was saying that there was a video, and they trying to create this redefine what a woman is, and they fit inside of womanhood, and they're starting to call women that were born women a cis woman. So that's this new word that
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
It's an acronym for something. I forgot what it is, but
Man, I just think
but the girl she was going off saying, "Look, y'all tripping. Like, I was for y'all at the beginning, but like, yeah, I ain't with y'all no more. Y'all done came and tried to, create what you want to create, but I ain't in that. Like, I'm not a cis woman. I'm a real woman." And she went into got a little vulgar and everything and said what a real woman is and what a real woman can do that you can't do, But they are, that
They're becoming the bullies.
right. They're becoming bullies, and they're creating terminology.
or they're being men.
Right. They're
Bullies.
acting like men.
Acting like a man.
You're
Take
acting
over,
like a man,
dominate.
dominant.
All of that. That's
Trying to step in and take like almost like a battle, like war.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're trying to take over territory.
Like a man.
Yeah. So if womanhood is this territory, you're forcing your way in and trying to control and dominate and create different narratives. And okay, you are this now.
Yeah.
You're not a woman. You're a cis woman. I'm a woman.
Right.
I'm this type of woman. And just saying, okay, what you are now and what this is.
But
what
if God start giving the man, like, okay,
Period.
you're gonna have a period
And a baby.
and you're gonna have a baby, but I'm not gonna give you the equipment to have. You're gonna have to have the baby
Through that penis.
through your what you got. You got to use what you got. Since you say you're a man, a woman, you got to have a baby, but you got to use what you got to have
your
that baby.
imagination is just.
That's horrible.
And then I'm just saying, like, and then what if, because flat chested, that means every now and then when he decide, he still go play ball. And, women play ball, but he don't have, he flat chested. So at any time he can switch into being a man.
Yeah.
But if you pregnant
Baby in your
with
penis.
a scrotum.
Ooh.
Do y'all know that people getting the fruit mixed up? Some people have said that they believe what the fruit of the Bible is talking about, which is talking about
And all a woman need to change her
man.
mind is have some nuts.
a man.
She have nuts.
Well, look, the Bible.
And mess around and
people
sit on them
get-
one day. She don't know what to do with them. She mess around and sit on her own nuts.
So everybody,
And
some
she be
people
like, "Oh,
think
yeah,
that the
I'm a woman."
fruit is the man's private. Some
what?
people think that the fruit is the man's private.
Yeah, that's been the wrong people you listen to, bro.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just
that-
saying,
that-
but it's out there.
Bruh,
People
bruh.
talking about- I'm just saying, I'm just holding the
Yeah,
conversation. I'm
you
not
saying
saying I
you
believe
said
that.
so you
I'm
said.
saying, what are y'all take on that?
Yeah, don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You can't even put it. You can't even put it in the story to make it
You
sense.
know, it's because
And
the
don't
Bible said when they
listen.
came- when
Don't
they
entertain
ate,
fools
I know.
because you become one.
I know.
They
Yeah,
was in
yeah.
a-
But I was just like,
he
how
was in a
much
smoking
I-
session or something. What they doing? They don't have people talk when they smoking.
Yeah.
No,
No.
this is
The
Make sure you talk to that mic so they can hear you.
this is a general people.
It's
just
really
talking.
Adam
And I
Scrotum.
know I done heard that before. I know.
I've never heard it.
Okay, we got it. We
Never
got
heard
it. We got it.
Never heard it.
I'm just
just saying, what if a lesbian, like had nuts? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, and then she'll understand
It's
how
all
a man.
about sin. It's all about what the reason why all this is happening. The Bible speaks of it.
no
I
nuts.
just believe,
I don't
sin. Period. We
You
all
don't want no
born in
You
sin.
mess around and sit on them mugs.
Everybody has partake of a sin. Of sin. We all born in sin. No sin is greater than the other. So I just say, deal with it, and that's what I'm doing. I used to judge gay people too, but but when I was coming up in junior high school, there was a person.
It's not judging gay people that's the
Well,
problem
I
right
know.
now.
That's
It's that gay people judging me.
This is realistic. I'm not gonna call.
I ain't
his name.
judging you.
Look, I'm not gonna call his name, but he's here. He lives here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm gonna say that you all have
Me?
seen. Yes, y'all have seen him.
I seen him.
He's a cook. Y'all have seen him, and I did not know that this person was like this toward me until when we had the Fam Fest.
So what?
And he just came to me and just told me, the life story, and I was like, what? I did not know. But he was one of the ones that I used to, because he was kind of like slim and finicky all the time. But I did not know that he lived here in Atlanta, Georgia. But when we talked and he shared this stuff with me, I was like, what? And I used to just say all kinds of crazy stuff about you, like why are you acting like that? You know, this kind of stuff and everything. And I feel like because what I heard from my dad, that made me feel that way too.
Right.
So y'all just don't know. I was feeling that way too. Like, why they acting like that? Why he, you know, that not knowing that this person had, you know, something, you know, that liked me for real. But
Well,
I had
he
to
was attracted.
apologize
He was
to him.
attracted to you.
Yes, I had to apologize to him. I apologized to him, but I had to let him know. I was like, you know, bro, I said, well, you know, I'm a child of God, and I appreciate that. But I was like, in my
So
opinion,
he came on you?
Do men hit on you regularly? You can say.
I ain't gonna say.
Just say yes or no.
The last time that happened, like I said, it was at the Riverdale Fan Folk when I was Batman. When I was first Batman.
Oh, somebody came on a Batman.
What?
I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to get it right.
Oh my God!
I'm like, were they attracted to the bat or you? Phillip Ford.
To Phillip Ford, not Batman.
But I'm saying you had the mask on. They ain't see the real you. They saw you with the boots. And they were like, man, I want me a freedom fighter.
No, they helped me. They helped me change. They helped me change it to the Batman.
So they saw you naked?
No.
What are you talking about?
You changed it to
No,
Batman.
you can change to Batman without.
He's saying his
They
personality.
zipped you up.
Yeah,
They helped zip. No, they helped you change.
Put the thing on and
Yeah, so they were looking and they were checking you out.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Bruh, don't ever let a man help
zip
you
you up.
zip you
Well,
up.
I mean, like,
Don't ever let a man zip
you
you
don't
up.
want no woman.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, to be honest with
I don't. I mean,
okay, no, to be honest,
I can help my son get dressed and then it be real. Me can zip
But
me
you
up.
made him. That's
But look,
different.
I mean,
on the real
Somebody
You
can
wouldn't
help
help
me.
Kaiser get zipped up.
well, y'all
I helped him put his jacket on.
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
It had some
suit
butt.
with some drawers on.
on a real note, that's why
I'm
I
like,
got an older
like, boy, you got an overbite back here, boy. Yeah.
Y'all know this deal.
Boy, your booty hairy.
Y'all know that's why I keep a lady helping me change now. So I did change that. So I feel comfortable with a mature lady helping me change. So y'all know who my assistant is when it comes to the concert and everything.
Hey, do y'all want to
She's
keep
back there
Batman on the show? I think
You know they do.
I think he is a phenomenal
You know
addition.
they do.
Dude, y'all let me know. Give me your comments down below.
You know it.
This boy
Man,
here.
that came on the back, man. I ain't even know that. I ain't never heard that story.
So look,
Man, was
and
this
I know you have women coming on to you. So you got men and women.
Women have told me they didn't care if I was gay or straight. They want me.
Dang.
Well, that's
Women too.
That's Atlanta, boy. God.
That's probably why I think.
Because of the
men
back,
are
bruh.
intimidated-
It's 'cause of the back.
Men are intimidated by me because of the fact that they wife probably have something for me. Check
You
my-
got a little- you got a
check
little-
my Facebook page.
you got a little
All the
pimp-
way down
you got a
right
little
now,
pimp in you,
when I
bruh.
was B103, you will see all the ladies. all the
Bruh,
women,
you got a little
but the
pimp
fine
in you,
women.
bruh. That's what it is.
So why you ain't pick one?
Huh?
That's not his type, he said.
They said all the fine women. Okay, why you ain't pick
No,
one?
just you gotta go show down my Facebook page. You know,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
He's saying,
if there's
why not
five
pick
fine
one?
women chasing you, why you ain't pick one?
'cause I'm not ready.
You 53. What you waiting on?
Huh? And I can go another 53.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh, mercy.
hey, we need to get Batman a wife. Hey, if you
Get
single,
Batman a wife.
That girl, where you at?
In the booth pod at gmail.com. We're gonna get this man married off, man.
And look, you know what I'm saying? Y'all hit him up, let him know. But you got to put some pictures out of the back. Like,
He's looking for a cat woman.
somebody that can dress up with you and go out with you.
She out there.
And then she can zip you up.
You need to go to Comic Con. What's it called? Comic Con.
Do y'all wear drawers in there going? You be able to naked and free. I don't know. That's a stinking Batman. You stink. Batman cut one. Got a little driplets in his
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us. We will see you next time because this conversation is going really weird. All right. Bye-bye, guys.
What is that?
Bye.
God, dog.